Have you ever felt, in this life, that everything was peaceful, solid, only for an unexpected event to suddenly strike, sweeping away everything you once believed in? The story I'm about to tell is about a journey through loss, finding inner strength, and discovering a new beginning, much like a tiny sparrow once did. Once upon a time, in a small, peaceful village, there lived a sparrow named Pip. Pip was not like other birds that flitted about everywhere. She had chosen a very special sanctuary, inside an old brass bell, hanging suspended in the attic of an ancient communal house. The bell hadn't rung for a very long time, and Pip felt absolutely safe there. She meticulously built her nest with dry straw, scraps of thread, and soft feathers. Pip's home was cozy, secluded, shielding her from wind, rain, and all dangers outside. Each morning, she would fly out to forage, then hurry back to her nest, feeling immensely peaceful and happy. Pip believed this was her eternal home, a sanctuary nothing could ever shake. Then, one day, an unexpected event occurred. A great storm swept through the village, the wind howling like a demonic shriek. Trees toppled, roofs were torn off. In that frenzy, an ancient tree branch crashed into the communal house, causing the brass bell to ring out a deafening boom, echoing through the entire forest. The bell's chime not only shook the space, but also utterly destroyed Pip's nest. All her hard work, her beloved home, in a single moment, became a pile of rubble. Pip was flung out, staggering in the wind, her heart pounding with fear and terror. She looked back at the devastation, unable to believe her eyes. The loss was too sudden, too painful, leaving her completely disoriented. Her safe world had collapsed. In the days that followed, Pip lived in despair. She wandered everywhere, flying from one branch to another without a single resting place of her own. Each time night fell, she would huddle on a bare branch, remembering her old home, remembering the safety and warmth she once had. Sparrow tears streamed down her tiny cheeks, and she wondered if she could ever find happiness again, or if her life would forever be a series of aimless days, without a place to call her own. The overwhelming sense of loss, the fear of an uncertain future, weighed heavily on her tiny wings, making her almost want to give up. She felt so small, so weak against the cruelty of fate, like a dry leaf swept away by the wind, directionless. But then, in her weakest moments, a small, resilient voice echoed from deep within her heart. "Don't stop, Pip! Don't give up! Keep flying!" It was the call of survival instinct, the call of hope. Though tired, though her wings felt heavy, Pip still tried to flap them. She didn't know where she was flying, but she knew she couldn't forever drown in sorrow. She had to find a new path, a new beginning. Each flap of her wings was an affirmation, a refusal to surrender to adversity, a fierce belief in a future yet to be shaped. And so, after many days of relentless flying, soaring over mountains and valleys, Pip saw something miraculous. In the distance, hidden behind a rocky mountain range, was a secret forest, lush and vibrant with color. This was a forest she had never seen before. The trees here were taller, their leaves greener. Flowers bloomed in every hue. A clear stream gurgled, fish darting about. Birds chirped incessantly, species Pip had never encountered. This forest was not only beautiful, but also incredibly rich, with countless ripe fruits and plump insects. It was far more beautiful and abundant than the old village where she used to live. It was full of life and promised a bright future, a life more vibrant than ever before. Pip landed on an ancient tree branch, breathing in the fresh air. She gazed at the magnificent scenery around her, and a truth suddenly dawned in her mind. The loss of her first home in the old bell was not an end. It was not the final chapter of her life, but in fact, it was a door opening to a new beginning, something much better, much grander. If the bell hadn't rung, if her nest hadn't been destroyed, she would have forever settled for that false sense of security, never discovering this vast, beautiful, and rich world. Loss had pushed her out of her comfort zone, forcing her to fly higher, further, only to find a true paradise, a place where she truly belonged. Pip's story is a profound lesson for all of us. Loss, however painful, is sometimes not an end, but a powerful impetus for us to fly higher, to discover wonderful things we never knew existed. Like Pip, when life shakes you, when unexpected events strike and destroy what you once believed in, don't be afraid or think it's the end. Don't let sorrow and despair drown you. Instead, hold firm, trust your instincts, and keep moving forward. Remember, behind every closed door, another door opens. And the next chapter in your life, however uncertain it may seem now, could be the most beautiful, most vibrant chapter you will ever experience. Fly bravely, my Pip, fly bravely. If Pip's story made your heart sink for a moment and then feel warm again, could you help me with one small thing? Please like this video to spread the message of moving through loss, subscribe to the channel, and turn on notifications so you never miss the next inspiring story about healing, resilience, and starting over from zero. You can also leave a comment saying, "Keep flying," or share your own moment when life suddenly rang like that old brass bell, and how you found the strength to rise again. Every interaction you make helps YouTube recommend this video to more people who are quietly searching for hope. A reminder that loss is not the end, but a doorway to a better beginning. Thank you for watching until the end. And remember, even if you feel lost today, as long as you keep flying, you will find your own secret forest.